Hello, 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 all you fine folks. It's semifinals time, baby. I'm your MC, the Big Marble Daddy, Big Daddy Swift. And today, the first 8 of our 16 semifinalists will race in 3 heats, and only 2 will move on. If you want to win and board that private jet to the finals and a shot at that $150 Canadian grand prize, well, you got to get them points, baby. You get 5 for first, 3 for second, 2 for third, 1 for fourth, and well, if you don't cross that line, you know what you get? You get nothing. That's right. Our teams are ready. Ash's Antics, Team Wipe, Hojo Dojo, Karma Jolt, and the Side Order, baby. And so are our commentators. So let's go over to the host who always make the marble race the place to be, Glyph Racker and Odin Sun.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and let's get ready already down for day 3 of the monthly marble race. I am Glyph Racker.
I am Odinson. I'm overjoyed to be here. We got an exciting race lineup for you today. We got the first 2 rounds of the semifinals. Today, 8 marbles are going to enter, 2 are going to leave. We got 3 rounds. Points, like Big Daddy said, it's going to be an exciting time.
That is true. Today's racers are going to be Willie Woods, Kira H, Black Baron, Stan, Dixie Normus, Biscuit, Rogue Effect, and Congrex's Prime.
A very excellent lineup of marbles. I can't wait for the races to begin. I always get excited around semifinal time. This is when you really start narrowing that field down and getting a really exciting time to who's actually going to take that prize.
That is 100% correct. And like always, I'd like to send a big thank you to our sponsors for this month. That being, of course, Team White, Hojo Dojo, Karma Jolt, and Ash's Antics.
Yeah, big thanks. We couldn't do this without you. And if you'd like a team, well, we'll tell you later just how you can get one. Because here we are with the first race.
And they are lining up to get ready. And they are in the box. Let's see if they are all amped up as we are.
The racers are lined up. They're ready to go. And it looks like they are off. Here we go with the very first race of the semifinals. Good luck to all our racers.
Good luck to everyone. And yet again, it is 3 rounds. So 3 rounds with 2 laps.
You're going to have to go around the track 6 times and do well every time to advance. That's a challenging course right there.
That certainly is, with Willie Woods willing to take on that challenge at the beginning.
Well, Willie Woods going to an early lead, which, bodes very well for him because unlike in previous years... Oh, wow, that is a bad bounce there.
Wow. As Kira H now takes advantage of that little bounce and puts herself in first, but also does a jump herself.
It's funny, I was just about to say that, getting that early lead, unlike a lot of other tracks, can be very important in this one. However, just as I was saying that, Willie Woods proved me wrong and had getting through that pretty smoothly.
Yeah, that was pretty nice. Just caught up the last second.
Kira H making nice time, and it looks like she's going to have an easy time taking that lead after the first lap.
However, Stan is less than a second on her heels.
Well, Stan is the person who got 2 marbles through to the semifinals this month. Seems to happen every month. This month it was Stan, and he wants to remind everybody out on that track that he's here and he's coming for that money.
That is correct. Willie Woods is 6 seconds behind, so it is still anyone's race. As we're coming up to the big jump, Kira H clearing the glass ball. Wow. However, that cost her.
Oh, that cost her. That was a big slowdown on that. Stan, however, must have gotten through it pretty smooth because he is moving.
Just like a missile flying through on the second lap. This is it. Can anyone make up the difference and cause a collapse, or is Stan going to walk away with this one and get himself a sweet 5 points?
Well, he certainly has. Looks like he's got a pretty good line here. Oh, very nice. Looks like Stan might walk away with this one. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to catch him.
As here we go, we see Stan crossing the line and getting that sweet 5 points. Leaving Kira H in second place. Is there anyone to contend against Kira?
Well, Kira H now trying to get that 3 points. Stan already taken the 5. Got to enjoy getting the first 5 points in the semifinals.
That is correct. As Kira H moves away and gets 3.
Here comes Black Baron, not very far behind.
Not very far behind at all. Still making his way up and crosses the line. And oh, you hate to see that.
Oh, you really hate to see it, but Willie Woods coming off the track after that early lead. I guess he got a little too excited and drove just a little too hard and came off the track.
And there you have the points total.
Stan with an early lead after 1 round, but there's still 2 races to go, so it's anybody's race thus far, so far.
As they're lined up and ready to go, with just seconds to wait from them to drop down for round 2.
And there they go, off for round 2. Stan wanting to maintain that lead, and I'm sure he's looking to get a lead again.
It is between him and Kira H for this first place. Trading the position quite frequent right now.
And they really are competing for it. You can see Stan right there. Kira H taking a bit of a better line, though.
Oh.
And Willie Woods, out of nowhere, we didn't even know he was there, and he takes that first place.
Takes that first place, can continue and hold. This is where he lost the last time. Oh, you hate to see the little wobbles. Is it? Oh, Black Baron out of nowhere now.
Black Baron taking advantage of Willie Woods' little wobbliness there and getting himself into the first place position.
Quite the trade-off in the very beginning. Can they keep this going for the rest of the race? Black Baron now shoots his way. Nice line through there.
Again, taking a nice line. So far, we've consistently seen the leader take just a beautiful line through there. Yesterday, people were getting all tangled up in there, so it's nice to see that the Marbles have figured that out after the past couple of days' confusion over that part of the track.
Black Baron is now racing his way around.
Black Baron absolutely running away with this one. He was 4.5 seconds ahead of Willie Woods and 6 seconds ahead of Kira H.
Wow, 10 seconds ahead of Stan.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Black Baron running away. Well, it's not unfortunate that he's running away with it. It's unfortunate for the other racers that they haven't been able to get it together enough to make this competitive.
Now he's heading in through the jungle or the woods.
Because unless Black Baron has some sort of serious disaster happen, he should hold on and take this one. Nobody else is even close.
As Zoom, nice shot. Yeah, this pretty much seals, signs, and delivers it. That signed and delivers it.
Wow, he made a nice little juke to the left to get around just before he hit the planter in the middle. That was a nice move.
And that gives him 5 points.
Well, he deserves it. He ran a heck of a race. Beautiful, smooth, made some nice moves out there. Deserves that 5 points. And there's Kira H.
Also, continuing on with her 3 streak.
Well, you can't really complain with that. We have seen people take a couple of second places and still win, so.
And Stan making his way up for that sweet 2 points.
Well, Stan at least get 2 points, and Willie Woods stalls out again. Oh, wow. But you hate to see that. That's going to pretty much end his month right there.
Yeah, still trying for the points for the team, but as for the points to get into the finals, I'm sorry to say, Willie Woods, that was your death sentence there.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to end your month. I mean, you still get to compete in this last race, and you can indeed be the spoiler here. So we have a tie between Black Baron and Stan. So I guess whichever one of them can come in the higher place is going to move forward. How very exciting. Excitement right down to the final race here, and they are off.
Off and down the track. Past all the Marble fans, they are literally in a perfect line there for a second. As it looked like Willie Woods is off into the early leads.
He is indeed off to a bit of an early lead. I think he does indeed want to try to be the spoiler here because, hey, if you can't be the winner, maybe you can be the spoiler.
That's it. at least turn around and also gain a point for your team.
Well, might as well gain the points. I mean, you get a point for your team, for Team Hojo, for the victory.
As he's off the jump, and whoa, Stan like a shotgun underneath. However, Willie Woods makes a better recovery.
Wow. And you do want into that Creators Cup. That's going to be an exciting time of year come the end of the year. Every race or series of race will be run on a different track that you saw earlier in the year, both mine and my co-host Cliff Rackers, so it's going to be an exciting time.
Certainly is, as Willie Woods is making his way up to the planters. Can he pass by? Definitely not that way.
Well, that was not the smoothest getting past that we have seen, but it doesn't appear to matter. I don't know what's with Black Baron. I hope he hasn't stalled out, but it looks that way.
It definitely does look that way. That might be a goose egg for Black Baron, as Willie Woods is now on to the second lap.
Well, if that happens, he's just handed Stan the victory here in this round.
Let's go team side order, not to have any biases.
And that is it indeed. Black Baron has come off the track.
One of the very few spots that you can, but like we always say every month, the marbles will find a way to get off the track.
No matter how much you think that you've made it so they can't come off the track, they will anyway. We do the best we can, but, we can't reprogram the game itself.
As now Willie Woods is heading to the big jump, taking an early jump off the big jump.
Got a little excited there. I think got all antsy in his pantsy and tried to jump ahead of time.
He's making the way through the woods.
Kira H and Stan haven't even been seen in this one. I have no idea if they're even still moving or even still in it. It looks as though Stan is at least still moving.
Willie Woods is now jumping ever so slowly out of Godzilla's mouth.
At least I sure hope so, because if Stan also rings out, then we have to have a playoff.
This is?
No, then Kira H will win. And we've got a really close series here. I mean, Willie Woods, as much as he's run an impressive race, unfortunately can't win the series. He can win the race, and it looks like he's going to do just that.
Just that thing. I actually think at this point in time he was taunting the racers going so slow, as he crosses the line and scores himself 5 points. And there's Kira H.
There's Kira H, not too far behind, about to get herself 3 points.
Now it's just a matter of what's going on, Stan.
I believe that Kira H has just won the series because both Stan and Black Baron have crashed out.
Wowee.
Wow, I did not expect that to happen. Stan is still moving, but I don't think it's enough. The race is going to time out, and that's going to end it.
Wowee, folks. So right there you have it. Kira H is our first finalist.
Wow, congratulations, Kira H. Like I was saying, when this race started, you can win by getting second twice.
Consistency sometimes is the key.
And it was for Kira H. Congratulations, you're our first finalist.
Now that was some good racing. Here I am again with a really, really cool deal. See, we got this fancy trophy, and we want one lucky creator to win it at the end of the year. So if you think your fans are lucky enough, why don't you get yourself an 8 marble pack? See, it's only $25 Canadian. And if you really, really feel lucky, go for the 16 pack for $50 Canadian. And go ahead and push on forward, baby. So now, all that's left is for you to message us using our channel email. You can find it on here. So you know what to do, baby. You go right ahead, contact us, get that money sent in so we can get you a team, and you can go ahead and get yourself that big old trophy. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very, very much. Now, with no time to be wasted, let's move on to the next series of people, which is Dixie Normus, Biscuit, Rogue Effect, and Congrex's Prime.
Well, good lineup of people here. We've got some legendary and well-seasoned racers in this round. I'm excited to see how this turns out.
There's also a double dose of Ash's antics. So, Ashes, this is a good chance for you to get some points for your team.
Well, Ash's Antics team won the whole thing last month with Vilpil taking it all. Ash's Antics again having a strong showing this month. His team is strong. I don't know what he's feeding them or telling them over there, but it is working.
It definitely is, as Rogue Effect right now is taking the lead as we're heading towards that big jump.
Heading towards that big jump. We'll see how he manages to take it, because that can really tell a lot.
Oh, that slowdown, that hit on the ground, it's not good as Dixie Normus takes the lead.
Yeah, Dixie taking advantage there and taking a nice lead. Going through that corner fairly smoothly. I mean, we've seen it done smoother, but we've also seen it done a lot worse.
Out Godzilla's mouth and into the Temu Smiler.
I don't know why they decided to change direction like that right at the last second. But it was like they decided, hey, I'm going to smash into that planter. I don't know why Dixie thought that was a good idea, but it hasn't cost her the lead. She still leads after one.
Don't know whether that was style points showing off or some sort of other trick, but it hasn't. Almost a jump out there.
Ooh, yeah, that was a little bit of a bobble, a little bit of a miscommunication somewhere between something there.
Wow, that almost cost Dixie Normus the first bit of this race, which seems to be running away with.
Yeah, Dixie Normus having a definite good run with this one. Biscuit back there, so's Rogue Effect and Congrex's Prime. But so far, since Dixie's taken the lead, they have really not seemed to have been much of a factor.
Just seen there, Biscuit just coming off the jump as Dixie Normus is jumping out and heading... What?
Oh, wow, I have never seen that happen before. Now Dixie Normus running the wrong way down the track. So is Rogue Effect. Got a lot of confusion out here today.
As Biscuit is now running up and taking the lead. Ooh, hits that planter.
Wow, that misstep there, I think, just cost Dixie the entire race.
Whoa.
No, it didn't. Wow, what a comeback.
What a comeback. Also takes a nice smooth line, giving themselves that early start to the second lap. Looks like Rogue Effect has stalled out. Hopefully someone can hit him, get him moving again. Because you still want to cross that finish line and get those points.
Well, Biscuit gets themselves 3, and Congrex's Prime gets 2.
Oh, I was wrong on the second lap thing.
So, that's pretty good there, and Dixie Normus takes that first...
early lead.
Yeah, that early lead with taking that first heat.
As there you see the points tallied. We're moving on to round 2.
That's right, we're moving on to Heat 2. And we'll have another good race here, I hope. We'll see if Dixie Normus can continue the winning ways. If Rogue Effect can hopefully finish this time, that you really do not want to take 2 zeros in the semifinal round. That is a death sentence.
It certainly is, as Biscuit wanting some revenge and coming now up in first place. But Rogue Effect is right behind. And also Congrex's Prime.
Oh, they're all right there running along in a little pack.
Now it's a matter of who's going to get that right line. That speedy shot. I don't think getting that much air is a good idea. It seems to be costly most of the time.
You spoke too soon. It was indeed costly. Both Dixie and Congrex's Prime and Rogue Effect all making a pass.
Team Ash's Antics, though, coming up like a pair of jets beside him.
They did indeed, but Dixie seemed to have a little bit of problem there. Got passed by Rogue Effect, and it now seems like Biscuit and Dixie are battling it out for third and fourth. As Congrex's Prime walks to a first lap lead. Oh, but Rogue Effect slipping by
taking that inside corner, but nope, Congrex's Prime takes it back.
They practically crossed the finish line at the same time there. I don't think we've seen it cross closer yet. Congrex's Prime takes a better line and manages to get themselves a little bit of a lead.
In that early pit push as they're heading their way down on the second lap. So that big jump. This is one of the big deciding factors. If you make that perfect line and get that smooth air time.
Well, we'll see how they manage to do it here today, but so far taking a pretty good line.
Not
Hit
bad.
and bounce, not too bad. Managing to maintain a little bit of forward momentum there, and that's very important.
Now Congrex's Prime is going through the woods. Seems like Dixie is right behind. Nope.
Now right in front, Dix Enormous going, I think I'd like a spot in the finals, and going hard for it.
Taking that smooth line. Ooh, a little nick on the edge, allowing Congrex's Prime to push into the lead. Is it enough?
Looks like it might be, and it is.
So there's 5 points to Congrex's, 3 points to Dixie.
Looks like Biscuit's going to get themselves 2, and at least I think Rogue Effect will manage to at least pick up 1 here.
That is a very good sign as Rogue Effect crosses the finish line for that final point.
Well, mathematically, that does pretty much eliminate them from being a factor in this race. They really needed to finish better than last. However, it is better than not finishing at all.
That is correct, as there you see the points earned for this round, and there you see the points totaled.
Well, you know, could be a number of winners. Really depends upon how this goes. But Dix Enormous with a 1-point lead over Congrex's Prime. So they are definitely the two to watch out for here today.
As we are lined up for the final round, the final heat.
The final heat in today's semifinal races. We will, of course, be back tomorrow, folks, for the second half of the semifinals. Got to determine who our other 2 semifinalists or who our other 2 finalists are, not semifinalists.
That is correct. As it looks like right now, it's going to be Dix Enormous taking that lead.
Yeah, Dixie running away with this pretty quickly in the early going. However, they've been a huge factor so far here in this round of racing. So I'm sure they'd like to continue the domination. Oh!
Little reverse jump there. Normally that's wow, 2 mistakes in a row, allowing Rogue Effect now to jump up ahead.
Are we going to see a similar thing happen as to what happened in the last round, and that is the person with no chance of actually taking the series, winning the last heat, and causing everything to be confused, and almost really a totally different person than you would have expected to win?
Is Rogue Effect the spoiler? We've been looking. No, Dix Enormous moves forward.
Dixie's saying no. They have led most of this series so far, and they look like they would like to continue this.
Looking for that complete domination. Here we
Well,
are.
Dix Enormous leading after 1 and moving into the second lap with what looks like almost a 3-second lead.
That can be very, very costly to the other racers. You don't want to be caught in the backpack fighting amongst each other. You want to be fighting the leader.
Yeah, that is a significant lead, and I'm not sure anyone else can actually overcome it. However, there is the possibility that Dixie can take a couple bad bounces like that right there.
And allow other people to take the better line.
That is exactly right. We'll see how they come into the forest corner. This could be very... Oh!
Congrex's Prime taking advantage of that sloppy bounce.
Well, so far in the other 2 races, every time Dix Enormous has made some sort of mistake, Congrex's Prime seems to be right there to capitalize. And they do it right there, taking the lead. Ooh!
But yet again, like you just mentioned, I think there's something going to this. I think that Ash's Antics has a backup plan.
Well, they are actually working as a team, it almost seems, and well, you can't really fault them for that. They are on a race team.
That is correct. As you see, Dix Enormous is just seconds away from getting 5 points, with Rogue Effect getting 3.
None of it's going to matter because that right there means Dix Enormous goes on to the finals.
So there you have it, folks. I thank you all for definitely participating. However, Dix Enormous is our finalist for this.
Well, all the marbles who didn't succeed, well, you'll just have to get yourself another marble for next month and try again. That's the way the marbles roll. Congratulations, Dix Enormous and Team Ash's Antics on that fantastic victory. She absolutely ran away with that one.
That is true. Just an absolute utter destruction out there on the course. Hopefully they can continue that on and win themselves a sweet $150 Canadian.
Well, definitely have the chance now that they've moved on to the finals. The finals, which will, of course, begin on the 1st.
On the 1st, so you'll have to wait for then. But you can definitely come back tomorrow as we'll be doing some more semifinal action.
That's right. You definitely need to know who the other 2 semifinal racers are going to be, so come on back tomorrow and find out.
And while you're at it, definitely swing on by to swiftenergy.gg and use our promo code SIDEORDER25 and save yourself some delicious, delicious money on amazing products.
That's right. You definitely want to check that out. We've got our own flavor. It's called Rocket Juice. It is fantastic.
Otherwise, though, guys, I have been Glyphracker.
I have Ben Odinson. Please don't forget to also check out our Discord. Link to that is in the description below, as is a link to our merch shop. We've got some really great stuff over there. Go check it out.
So with all that being said, I'll see you guys all tomorrow.
See y'all next time.